Hello, hello, hello. Ping indeed. Too Tall here, coming into Genesis, trying to bring you a another video slash hopefully new series, especially to take the place of something I don't know. I still need to finish the end war. I need to do a lot of things. But I was in the mood for some cold waters, and it's like, you know what? We're almost done with War on the Sea. Do a bit of cold water. Get done with War on the Sea since we're approaching that. Do a bit of cold waters, which honestly shouldn't take too long. And then continue with the what's it called? Single missions in War on the Sea. Probably gonna start spreading things out a little bit less War on the Sea. So this is gonna be like Wednesday's video and Friday's video on the week or so I'm gone. I'm planning on it being a week. It might be longer, like I said. We're playing in North Atlantic, 1984. Now I did try a Let's Play of this before, and recorded, but left my mic off. How me. So we're gonna override on this Let's Play thing, and I couldn't think of a name, so I just put my name. Holden Harrison, double H. Save file exists. Override it. Yes, please. Unfortunately, I read the intro with pizzazz, and well, unfortunately, I can't seem to bring myself to bring any pizzazz. Now, there are 4 types of boats we can use. The arguably best boat available to you in this, the 688 Los Angeles class nuclear attack submarine. You get Mark 48 torpedoes, Moss decoys, harpoons, basically sub-launch harpoons, and tomahawks, both land and surface. We don't use surface, the anti-surface tomahawk anymore. Nice thing about this submarine is you have a very vast speed of 33 knots. The only other submarine that can come close to that is the Skipjack, but she's actually slower than her normal speed because they, says right here, refitted with quieter propellers, and they were refitted with towed array. Unfortunately, these, as it says here, they're designed for speed, so they're not quiet at all. And you can see they have the old design of torpedoes in the front. This is actually one of the best boats for you to use in the 1968 campaign, just because you can put out 6 torpedoes. The only downside to the Los Angeles is her test depth. You can go 950 feet. You could probably actually go down to like 1,000 feet, but not recommended. The only other boat that's worse than that is the Skipjack. Another great thing about this boat is it has 4 wires for its 4 torpedo tubes. Skipjack only has 1, meaning you can only control 1 torpedo. And as a Skipjack, you only have Mark 48 and Moss decoys. And your sonars are shit. But you do have a towed array, which is nice. This didn't have towed array. Actually, the Los Angeles here was the first American submarine to have a towed array, which is housed in this long tube. Towed array built into her design. Here you can take a look at the Skipjack. Here's this towed array tube. Permit towed arrays over here in this tube. Same thing with the Sturgeon and the Narwhal. You can see where the towed arrays. Another thing about the Los Angeles though is she's big. She is the biggest boat you get. But again, her speed, her armament, and her sensors are second to none. The sensors, you get all the same sensors for the most part. Every submarine you get has the same sensors except for the Skipjack. Skipjack is the only one that gets a has all these different sensors, because they just Okay, she was built in 1959. She was the second nuclear attack submarine the United States ever built. So yeah, loud noise, and to be honest, I think they look fucking awesome. The other ship we could use is this one, Narwhal class. It's a one-off design. USS Narwhal. She gets the same armament, pretty much front and versus the same sensors, just a different. Instead of being all in one sensor suite for the ESM and radar, it's a split radar and ESM. And she is the quietest boat in this game, at least until the 2000s, where you get where you're fighting the Chinese with the Seawolf. It's right here, quietest submarine boats. Yeah, the quietest boats until the Seawolf. And the Seawolf is fucking quiet. And now she's the quietest boat you get. The only downside is like the and this is the same thing with the Sturgeon and Permeat. You only get 2 wires, so you can only control 2 of your torpedoes you launch. However, her test depth is deep, 1,320 meters, so you can dive deep in. Might not seem like, in some cases, like you might want the speed, and the speed does help, but so does that depth. It gives you more playing room if the seabed allows it. Unfortunately, she's slow. Same thing with the Sturgeon. Same here. They have pretty much the Sturgeon and the Narwhal are the same in everything except for the noise they make. Sturgeon's a little bit louder. Actually, given the Narwhal class, she's a lot louder. But she's also, I mean, for American standards, she's a lot louder than this. But there's no Soviet submarine out there that is quieter than this in this campaign. So I think that she's probably just as quiet as the Sierra, if not the Sierra being a little bit quieter. Or, well, Kilo's going to sing around with quiet as best diesel electric. Sturgeon's a pretty decent boat. It's a boat you train with in the training scenario, so if you complete your training, Sturgeon's a safe bet because she's good. Just, again, downside is her slow speed. Permeat, which used to be the Thresher class, they're renamed after Thresher sank, is probably the second best boat to use in the 68 mission, in the 68 campaign, because she has 28 knots, which might only seem like 3 knots faster, but is very, very good. Good test step, and same. Each submarine has the same loadout except for the skipjack. Skipjack is unable to launch any form of missiles. The skipjack is the second fastest next to the Los Angeles. So it depends on what you want. And the Permeat's a pretty good boat. That's my favorite one to use in the 688 or the 688, the 68 campaign, just because she's the sensors of the Sturgeon and a good compromise between the speed of the skipjack. Next to the skipjack, of course, skipjack is by far the best to use it in that one. But we're not playing that one. We're playing the 86 campaign, and I'm tempted to use the Los Angeles. But we're going to use the Narwhal because it's A, a one-off design, and B, everyone and their mother has done a Let's Play the Cold Waters and used the Los Angeles. And to be fair, why wouldn't you? It's a good boat, very beautiful looking boat. Yeah, I love the dive planes on the sails. I just love how it looks. So we're gonna use the Narwhal. So we're trading our speed for our stealth. So we shouldn't. I mean, if you're getting detected in a submarine, you're doing something wrong. Now, I'll show you the options as soon as I get in. So yeah, USS Narwhal, SSN 671. Congratulations and good luck. I'm not gonna read through these if it loads. But well, actually, no, I'm not gonna read through them. I did before, but I kind of want to get into the gameplay. But basically, Ronald Reagan is elected, and they're trying to figure out what this means for relations. This one, there was a death, if I remember correctly. No, it's death of the secretary. Basically, more hardcore people put into office. Reagan's being very push-worthy. I remember watching the what's it called over the air crash investigations. This actually happened. This was real. The Soviets shot down this airliner. They thought it was an American spy plane because they were tracking an American spy plane. And the spy plane and this, their contacts merged for a quick second because this thing flew under the American spy plane. Or was it over? Either way, they crossed paths and the Korean airliner went over Russia, and the Russians thought it was a scout or the spy plane going into Russia, so they shot it down. How the hell a 747 looks different than a fucking radar plane? I have no fucking idea. Just goes to show you the inadequate in quality and just general poor state of the Soviet military in their training, which is why the United States would have easily won any form of Cold War. I might be biased. New Pershing missiles been put in Germany, and then this actually happened. The whole nuclear threat. They thought we were launching missiles, but then that one Soviet officer said, "No, it's just a training." And then this. Pretty much, the Soviets decided to break in charge and start the war, like always. And this was different than my last starting. That's a skipjack. I believe that's a sturgeon. We are now docked at Holy Lock. To USS Narwhal, SSN 671 from ComSub Land. Submarine Command Atlantic. Info, Sink Land Fleet. Basically, Central Atlantic Fleet. Subject, mission orders. Date, 18th of November, 84. At 2 in the afternoon. Intelligence has discrete a pattern to movements of enemy at sea replenishment tankers and tenders. A small enemy force, including one or two of these ships, is expected to sail from Anchorage shortly for a rendezvous in the nearby Soviet coast. You're ordered to find and sink this group before it completes the first replenishment of enemy forces. You may get a chance at the enemy submarine this group is intended to support, but the tenders and tankers are the mission target. Basically, go sink some tankers. I am 100% okay with that. No need to rearm and repair. We're all good. We got mostly Mark 48s. There's some UGMs, but I'll save them because they're actually decent for shooting down tenders. Yeah, so pretty much Mark 48s are going to be there for taking out the escorts and any submarines. Moss. They're there for when torpedoes come along, and then use these guys to destroy any form of transport ships. Pretty much that's what I use them for. So let's cast off anchors away. Now you left click to move at flank speed and then right click to move at patrol speed. And it does matter. It does matter what you're moving. If I run into someone right now, I'd be at around 600 feet doing flank speed, and they will most likely have heard me because here's the thing. Okay, I guess I can't show it. But I have put this thing not on easy, not on normal, not on realistic, but I put this thing on elite. So yeah, this is oh, motherfucker, I missed him. Thank you, Sosus. I think I missed them. Fuck. Oops. Okay, now this is more my thing. Intel reports that a wolf pack of enemy diesel-electric attack submarines will sail within the next 7 days and attempt to transit the Greenland, Iceland, UK gap area. Okay. This is more my expertise. Oh shit. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to be fighting these guys. Yeah, so here we're very quiet. They have probably, oh man, there's this. Yeah, they have no idea we're here.
On sonar, new contact bearing 1-6.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okie dokie, and let's start classifying these guys.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 1-6-3. Designated Sierra 2.
Well, it's a nuclear boat of some kind. You can tell from this, you can tell the difference between a nuclear boat and a diesel boat real quickly via these lines right here. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, you can tell a submarine at the very minimum because this is almost always a submarine. Where you are? Well, let's figure out what you are. You're probably a. No, if you're a Victor 2, then you're never gonna find
Con
me.
sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
And you are. There aren't gonna be any surface ships around here. You look like you're either a biologic or a merchant.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
So we gotta worry about this Victor. That's the big problem. Soviet submarines very rarely travel alone.
Make depth.
American submarines do. American submarines stay alone. Soviets hunt in wolf packs. So if you're an American submarine captain or you're a sonar man and you hear a submarine, it is most likely enemy. Excuse me when I take a bite of
Con
cashews.
sonar,
I'm
lost
hungry.
contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 1-6-7. Contact.
Make depth 250 feet. Dive by.
Okay, so he went beneath the layer. Then we're never gonna hear him. Unless we go beneath the layer ourselves. But yeah, so here's our, that's the enemy. So here's our submarine. Narwhal. The noise we make is about 115 decibels. Very quiet. Very. The submarine we're after. We're hunting. And you can see the difference. Like, for example, look at the Charlie 1. You're going to hear that thing come from miles away. Now, Echo. If I remember correctly, this is... No, it's
Con
nuclear.
sonar, regained contact
are.
on. Sierra 1, bearing
Yeah, I didn't know this was a nuclear boat.
1-6-7.
How's the Echoes for diesel? Oh no, Juliet is the diesel. Now, sure, Juliet is noisy if she was definitely on a diesel, but when a diesel boat goes underwater and switches to its electric battery, you're never going to hear the damn thing if it's going less than 3 knots. Sierra. Yeah, so here's a Sierra. This is the best submarine that you'll fight in this. Well, next to the Typhoon and Alpha. Like, this is our best general purpose submarine. It is fast. It can dive really fucking deep. And it is quiet. It's about as loud as an LA, if not a little bit quieter. In Alpha, you're gonna hear this thing fucking miles away. It goes 42 knots. So you're
Dive
never
at
gonna run away from it.
300 feet. Dive by.
Hang on, let me check something. Our totem. Yeah, I'm gonna come left a bit. Make ourselves a little bit, give ourselves a little bit of a better sonar profile on this guy. Maybe I want to go right, not left. I'm an idiot. And you notice the Alpha doesn't have a towed array. This does. This one doesn't. If a submarine has this bulb, a Soviet submarine, it's a towed array thing. So you can see the Oscar has a towed array. The Delta
Passing 300 feet.
does as well. So it looks like almost all their SSBNs have towed arrays. Except for the Charlies. Or except for the Charlies and Echoes. Or Juliet. The Victor 3 is probably the second next to Alpha, their best normal boat. Oh, my planes are up. Why are my planes up? What the hell? Oh, I hit Q. I'm an idiot. Well, now that literally put us in the shadow zone, so we should be A-okay. So he will never hear us. Yeah, but the Victor 3 has got a towed array, so it's a pretty decent ship. It is pretty good, as far as the Victors go. Victor 2, this is the one we're fighting. Yeah. He'll never hear us. He's faster than us, but he's not faster than Mark 48. The only ship here that can actually give Mark 40 a run for his money is an Alpha. But she has no towed array, so if we get behind her, she will never hear us. And the Victor 1, oh, forget it, she'll never hear. Victor 1 ain't gonna hear shit. 152, like, these things were loud. Like, really fucking loud. In November, well, that was their first ever nuclear submarine. So it was very loud. Semi-noisy, nah, it's fucking loud. And yeah, that's the Kilo. If this thing is going 3 knots, like I said, you'll never hear it. Same thing with this one. Like, their diesel boats are very, very quiet. Except for this whiskey. This whiskey is quite literally straight from the Second World War. Same with the Romeo. A little bit right after. She dove deeper. Where are you going?
Make depth
Nay,
350 feet. Dive by.
Con sonar, Sierra 1 is cavitating.
Oh, that's a bad thing for him. I'm gonna get a very good fucking solution if he's cavitating 18 knots. I don't think he's going 18 knots at... He shouldn't be cavitating. Maybe, hang on. 10 knots. 20... You know, he should not have kept... Let's see. So that's 18. Ooh. Oh, he ain't gonna hear shit. Okay, let's go left. Let's get behind him.
Make depth
And from my
350 feet.
playthrough of
Dive by.
from when I played a sub-command, if the Soviet submarine's going faster than 5 knots, he ain't hearing shit. On his side or his towed, he ain't hearing shit. Now, this one's gonna have like little to no editing in it, because I want to show you how I play and what I gotta do. Now, yeah, we're gonna get a damn good contact on this guy. Check, leave the torpedo on passive. No, it says he's pretty fucking far. I didn't close to full range. We're going to speed up a little
turns
bit.
for 10 knots.
You can hear us.
Maneuvering eye.
Con sonar lost contact.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10
Okay, so we lost him.
knots.
Unfortunate.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's see if we can get him back. If not, we can beam
Con
to his
maneuvering.
location.
Making turns for 5 knots.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive by.
Okay, well, since
Con dive at 500 feet. Dive by.
we're gonna speed up.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering eye. Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
Now, so I could easily just launch a torpedo on his bearing. At least his former bearing. And we're gonna stop.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Make like a hole in the water and see if we can hear him. So this 81
Con
does-
sonar
there it is.
regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 184.
Well, I know that's fucking wrong. I'm fairly confident that's a Victor 2. Let's get ourselves a good solution. Yeah, he's much farther out. Going 10 knots. Can I speed up?
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
He's very low in the water.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Ooh, okay, he made a move. Fuck.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
I want to try and see if I can sneak behind him. Kill him without loot, without a torpedo coming my way. Oh, he's actually pretty fucking close, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no, he's the Victor 2. Yeah, so the Victor 2, you know, this one, at least one, the game, they have a tandem propeller, four-bladed tandem. But sometimes, some of them had a four-bladed propeller, some of them had the standard seven-bladed propeller, I think it is. Like this one. And almost all the Soviet submarines had these little, well, creep motors slash crawlers slash whatever they were, and well, they could be used for help with port and maneuver, but they mainly used them as station keeping, which I highly recommend watching Jive Turkey, because he did this for a living. I would have been on a surface ship, so I would have been used as targets by these guys. But when I say when, if and when I hopefully go back, I'm gonna try my best to be on a submarine, because it is a hell of a lot safer than a surface ship, relatively speaking. Yeah, if I can get behind him, he will never know I'm here. Hell, he probably doesn't even, he doesn't even know I'm here anyways. And he keeps diving deeper.
Make depth 600 feet, dive I. Con, dive at 600 feet, dive I.
And so his blind spot should be about over here, although he is turning to the right a little bit. But we should be able to get behind him soon. I mean, if I wanted to, I could speed up, but it might not be a good idea. Because I don't want to be the one that launches the torpedo first. And he no longer hears us. He's at 50-50. Means we're in his blind spot. So why aren't you gonna speed up?
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Get into a better firing solution.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
Yeah, he's going 10 knots, so he probably never gonna hear us. I mean, he's never gonna hear us anyways because we're behind him, because they don't have a towed array, so he cannot hear me. Now, a towed array doesn't mean you're necessarily completely invisible from the rear. Like, for example, if there was a submarine right there on this bearing, I would never hear him. The thing what the towed array is gonna allow me to do is, like, if I was in his position, I would still be able to have a possibility of hearing me if I had a towed array, but I don't. Plus, since it's behind the ship, it gives you a better another area to help triangulate the enemy location. Okie dokie, that's about as good as a shot I think as I am going to get. So we're down to 5 knots.
Rig ship for ultra
Rig
quiet.
ship for ultra quiet. Con, weapons. Make 2-1 ray on all respect. Sonar ready, weapons ready, ship ready.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Firing solution, 2-1. Sonar bearing. Shoot.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I probably should have shot it out of two or four. At this moment, he has no idea that this is coming right at him. Mark 48. It's not an ad cap, but it's just as deadly. Let's keep it at passive, because if it starts pinging away, he will know exactly where the fuck that is. Okay, for 1 second it goes ping ping. Anyone around you can hear a ping ping, and it's like, oh fuck. I can also set to go, I can activate torpedo whenever I want. Like, I press the 4 key, it's gonna activate because I have the wire on it. Let's see if we can keep this torpedo a little bit more. Can I? Make the torpedo go a little bit more behind him. He has no idea. I can probably activate it right now and it'll get him in the seeker. 2, 3, 4.
Con, fire control.
Yep.
Weapon acquired.
Con, sonar. Lost transient
he
from
got it.
Sierra 1.
He got the weapon. The thing is, I have control over the wire.
Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
Now, theoretically, I should be going torpedo evasion, but
Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
Make depth 100 feet. Dive I.
Con, sonar. Noisemaker bearing 270.
he kicked it up to fucking flank speed, but it ain't gonna
Con,
help him.
fire control. Weapon acquired.
Now, if I didn't have the wire, he might have a chance, but because I have the wire, well, this.
Con, fire control. Weapon acquired.
Con, sonar. Lost contact. Sierra 1. Last bearing 268. Contact breaking up.
Okay, I want everything helping us go up.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
These guys above delay.
Passing 400 feet.
Yeah, he dead.
Passing
Dead
300 feet.
submarine.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering
We are
aye.
good. This other torpedo
Passing
will
200
never
feet.
find us. Now, they were above the seeker head.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
And well, it's quite obviously he thought, ooh, it went up. Okay, well then. Guess what I can do for you?
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye. Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 10.
Passing 200 feet.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Passing 300 feet.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for 15
We're gonna
knots.
go deep.
Passing
deep,
400
deep,
feet.
Deep. For deep submergence.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 700 feet.
Con, maneuvering. Making turns for
Passing 800 feet.
Good enough.
Passing 900 feet.
Given that it's doing that way, let's actually turn left again. Speed up. Right our midships. The torpedo should never find us. Bye. Still weapon nearby? Okay. Not anymore. Only one Victor submarine. Okay. Yeah, I know that wasn't my objective. Oh well. Wait, hang on. Review orders. Well, we're about to get caught by a few surface ships, which sucks. But that'll be for next time. This is Too Tossing. Thank you for joining me on this Let's Play of Almost Evermore on the Seas, but it's Cold Waters. Stay safe and as always have an awesome day.